Hey everyone, welcome to this episode of Machine Check, and today we have a 2001 Acura CL Type S. Welcome to this three-part machine check. I've got three of the original crew members here. We've got Tyler, Danny, and Clay. So we're going to do three parts here. So part one is with Tyler and his CLS6, and then we're going to go to Danny in the Trackhawk, and then Clay in the MRS. So let's interview Tyler first. So Tyler, for those that don't know what it is, and if you're familiar with Millennial Moting, you'll remember that I had a CL Type S myself, but what exactly is an Acura CL?
So mine is just a luxury sedan performance version of just a regular luxury sedan. Pretty similar to the Integra, just the way the chassis is mounted with the engine, it being front-wheel drive and front engine.
It's essentially just the two-door version of a TL?
Yeah, just essentially the two-door version of the sedan.
Yeah, so, and it's got the fabulous J32A2, which makes a whopping 260 horsepower, and it's got pretty strong VTEC, but the manual revs higher than the automatic, right?
Yeah, it does. 7,000.
Oh, see, there you go. What would you say is your favorite thing about this car?
My favorite thing about the car is just the transmission, the way it handles the corners and the way it eats up the gears. It's just so much fun to drive.
I remember I've driven it a couple times, and I remember driving mine, and you mentioned Integra, and I kind of feel like it is just a big DC2 Integra. Exactly. It's just heavier. It's a little bit longer, a little bit wider, but the way it behaves in the corners is pretty much the same.
This is bigger than every version of the old Integra.
Yeah, absolutely. CLs aren't too common. I've seen a couple, early ones and whatnot, but how rare is the manual version? Because they only made it for 2003. So, I mean, how many are there out there?
So they only produce about 2,700 in North America.
Wow.
So for my spec with the silver exterior and the silver interior, it's about 700 were made without the navigation.
Okay.
So I don't really know how many exactly are out there, considering it's been 18 years. So it probably could be around like 2,000 left with these manuals.
And was your kind of spec the most common spec with the silver over black?
Yeah, I have the most common spec too.
Okay. Pretty rare car. So yeah, thank you for bringing it up here. Predictions. So how do you think this car is going to perform up there today?
I think it's going to do really well today. Beautiful conditions, nice and cool, but the sun's been out, so the temp on the track is nice and warm. This car has a lot of strong suits on this road, just because there's a lot of open sections where I can finally get it to kind of open it up and then it handles really well and tight in the corners when I can get it to oversteer. This is the first
front wheel drive car we've had on Machine Check, so I'm interested to see how it compares to like the IS, for example. You've got more power and you definitely have more torque, so I think up the hill towards that last section, I think that this thing's going to pull pretty hard. Yeah, I think the balance there is going to be pretty phenomenal. I'm excited to see how the first front wheel drive car does up here, so let's get up there.
3, 2, 1.
right, Tyler, how'd the car feel up there?
It felt really good. A lot of power, great rotation through the corners. It just felt really good around, generally.
How do you feel about your time?
Honestly, it felt really fast. I'm kind of hoping to be faster than your IS for sure. That was kind of slow.
Yeah.
And definitely faster than these guys. So that's what I'm shooting for.
I mean, the car looked fantastic up there. It sounded great. I think it had, for sure, kind of the best noise coming up the hill, other than the Grand Cherokee, which was awesome. You could hear the supercharger going, but you could hear your car the whole way through the run, which was really cool. It looked really planted for the most part. You even got a little lift-off oversteer at the last corner, which I thought was pretty interesting. It even affects front-wheel drive cars, that corner. So I think that is probably one of the harder corners on this circuit to get right. So I think you did a really good job, and yeah, I think it's going to be awesome to see what you did on the leaderboard. Thanks for watching these episodes of Millennial Machine Check with all three: the Trackhawk, the CLS, and the MRS. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you liked these videos. Comment below what cars you'd like to see in the future. I'll see if I can get them. Check out the Millennial Motoring store. I got a blog, I got shirts, t-shirts, whatever. Got a Black Friday promo going on until Cyber Monday. Use the code MMBF15 for 15% off your entire purchase. So that's Black Friday through Cyber Monday. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys.